Hello! Today I'm going to be sitting down and talking to you guys about the Vietnamese industry. I've been getting a lot of questions about what goes on behind the industry and how do you get from point A to point Z. So I'll be starting to give you guys certain advice for those of you aspiring artists who want to become a singer or be part of this music industry. So I'm going to start from all the way when I first started, which is way back in like dinosaur years. But when I first started, long time ago, so how I began was when I was a kid, my parents never let me like watch TV or anything like that. So all we watched was Vietnamese music, like Paris by Night, Vincent, and Asia. So that's all I knew. If we were watching TV, that's the only thing we could watch. I couldn't watch all those like shows like Snoopy. I don't even know of that stuff until now. Like Care Bears. I mean, I feel like I was living under a rock. Listening to the music, I wasn't really interested at first, but I did see one artist that I was interested in because she spoke in English and I understood her. All the other artists, they were very cool and all, but I really didn't connect very well because I didn't understand Vietnamese. So that artist, of course, you guys know is Trish. She is my idol. I used to sing to her every single morning before I go to school, like recording her song, trying to make the perfect recording of her covers. But I never succeeded in that because obviously the original is better. I figured, I want to be like her. It's kind of nice that you have that flashy stage and how she's on stage with all these nice costumes and singing in English and bringing something new to people like me who don't understand Vietnamese and writing new music and just drawing the attention and the music back to the younger generation. So I thought that maybe, I could be just like her and do the same thing, but in my own ways. So the number one tip for those who want to become a Vietnamese singer is to basically go out and get it. When I was like young, I didn't know anything. All I knew is that I wanted to be on stage, and how to get there was to find out how I could send my demos or get the producers to listen to me sing. So what I did was grab her CD, Trisha's CD, and then looked in the back and I saw their address. And I was like, okay, that's the first step. And then from there on, I looked up somebody who could record a demo for me in Orange County. I think my parents helped me out with that. They were asking people around to find out where I can record a demo. So we found this one small music store that had a recording studio in the back. So you pick any song, and the song I picked was an English song and a Vietnamese song. I sounded terrible in my demo, but I believed in myself. So when I recorded, I was like, dang, I sound really good. But now listening back, I'm like, dang, how did I even get in with this demo? Luckily, that demo I sent to Asia. Basically keep calling them, follow back and see where I stand. And within 1 month, they gave me a call back and asked me to come in and thử giọng. They called me for that, but I really didn't get to meet them until I started to follow back. I have to call them constantly and be, hey man, that one time when you guys like called me, I was wondering, when are we gonna meet? When are we gonna start doing like music? Like what's going on? Like, let me know. But they were really busy, obviously. It's a huge company and they have so many artists to take care of, so I understand that. But one thing you gotta do is you gotta follow up. Make sure that they know you're interested, they know you're passionate, and they know that you want this really bad. Today, what you want to do in order to get into the Vietnamese industry is to probably promote yourself first. So first step is YouTube. YouTube will basically be your platform for you to put your name out there and build your popularity. And when you are popular, it's more likely for the companies to pick you up. So get on YouTube, film yourself, sing, and then get the contacts of the companies or whichever label you want to sing for. Call them up, send them your stuff directly to them. Big question today is, why are producers not creating any new music? The answer to that is that, there is no incentive to make music anymore, because it used to be the money flow would be coming through the CDs and DVDs, and there was a reason to create new music. But nowadays it's much harder. People are downloading it on YouTube, and there's no returns for producers and singers and songwriters to really make new music. So what you have left is people, artists who are real artists and true to themselves. They will put out their own music at no matter what cost. You are filtering out all these people who just are, you know, they want to sing, they want to be on TV, they want to be famous. So now you're left with the true artists, which are the ones who want to make that music just because they love it. If you are one of those true artists and you really, really want to produce your own music and put out some good stuff for your fans and for people to hear, first thing you want to do is Google. For example, my CD, I basically was going out there and emailing a bunch of people, whatever artists I liked, their music, I just look into their YouTube and I see under their credits the producer name and the composer and whatnot, and just basically contact them. If their contact is not there, you can Google them, you can Facebook them, make sure that you can get an email address. Eventually, you'll get a response back. Sometimes you don't, sometimes you do. Same thing with mixing, mastering, music videos, just everything. I'm just calling everybody that I can just to help me, and people are willing to help you as long as you're reaching out. Another thing people want to know is how much is it going to cost for a CD. So my CD was ranging around 20 to 25,000 per CD. Hefty price, but I'm happy to do that because when I'm reaching out to these artists, to these composers, I just want them to be happy with what they're producing for me. And I want to just, I love to do it. So the cost is not a huge thing. So per song, a cost for my CD was around 1,500 to 25 to 3 per song in total with mixing and mastering and all that jazz. That's before the cost of printing and duplicating your CDs. Also, another thing you guys should know is that when you make a CD, there is a chance and a risk of not making that money back. So you just got to keep that in mind. I know for sure that when I do it, then I just do it for my own passion. And when I go to shows, I just try harder. Some guy 2 weeks ago, he was just like standing there and was like, you know, your music is all on YouTube. Why are you sitting here selling CDs? And I'm just like, oh, it doesn't hurt to just sit here and try, meet my fans, give them something to bring home, some sort of memorabilia for them. Everyone has this thing in their head that when you're in a company or a label that they're gonna take care of you from A to Z. I mean, they have so many artists, 20, 30, 40 artists in one company that they just want to focus on their DVDs 3 or 4 times a year. That's already a lot on their plate. What is different now compared to 10 years ago is that 10 years ago, the companies and the labels will take care of you from A to Z. They'll produce your music. They'll assign you songs. They'll record for you. They'll give you training in vocals, training in dancing, just anything to improve your vocal abilities and performance and artistry. Because there was some sort of return, but today there's no returns for CDs. You gotta produce your own CDs. You gotta promote yourself. Reach out to the producers and composers because the labels will not do it for you. So I know people are just sitting around waiting. It's like, when are they gonna do my CD? When are they gonna do? When am I gonna start recording? When am I gonna get this music? But honestly, it's all on you. Your CD, at least my CD, from A to Z, I produced it myself and basically had to grind to get that out because they will not do it for you. So don't think that everything is set and done for you. You have to be the one giving them music, because these days it's like, you got a new song, all right, let me listen to it, and then they're like, okay, this could work for the video, and then you go from there. I mean, sometimes they just have so many singers, they just sit there and think, what is this person gonna sing? What is this person gonna sing? But if you have something already, it'd be easier for them to do their job. If I was a singer and I didn't have a name for myself, what I would start doing is filming myself, my best recording, of course, and putting on YouTube and reaching out to all the promoters that I know. You'll find them all on Facebook. You'll see them advertising posters of popular singers, and just get their phone number and then talk to them, contact with them, send them the links to your recording, your YouTube video, and just be like, hey, I wanna sing locally, or I wanna be like your opener. Maybe you could just help me out a little bit, and then you can start from there. And as you're doing that, you'll build a reputation when you're touring. A lot of people make their name from touring and getting their voice out there heard. Once you have your voice and popularity built up, then the companies will notice you. Either you'll run into another singer that might help you out, you'll run into like a promoter, or you'll run into even the company's CEO of the big labels. So you never know, especially when you're touring, you'll never know what you're running into. You might be discovered at any time. For those who want to go through singing competitions, this is really something that I've never been in a competition, but I just know that for me personally, I prefer to go through the route of YouTube, because it's something you can control. Your fate when you're doing it on your own is not controlled by anybody except yourself. I mean, you will be the one that fails or succeed. It'll be all on you, and you are the one that takes full responsibility. So for me personally, do it on YouTube. Most of my accomplishments have been, I think it would attribute to a lot of hard work. I can say that if I didn't work hard and like grind and build my own studio and just do everything on my own, I can say that I would not be here today. Basically, taking care of yourself, making sure that you have control of everything you do. Back in the day, it used to be like, oh, you can't do this and you can't do that. And then I would be like, no, I can do it. I'm not good at it, but I can try to do it. So I would always try to prove to everyone that I can do what they told me that I couldn't do. So you got to work hard. Second is luck too. I feel like certain times you run into certain people, the right time, the right place, and the right connects. You have to have like that network in order to meet people, in order to grow yourself and promote yourself. Third would be talent. I mean, honestly, you can have the most talent in the world, but if you don't work hard, then you're not gonna master your art. Like, somebody could be really talented, and then somebody not so talented, and this person's like, oh, I have all the talent, I'm not gonna work, but this one's like, I'm gonna work hard. They're gonna eventually beat the talent and, you know, overcome. So you can see that grid there. So hard work is something that is very highly recommended to those of you who want to achieve your goals. No one's gonna do it for you. You gotta do it yourself. Every day, you gotta grind. Don't depend on anybody. Just reach out to anyone you can. As long as you're getting progress, then you're gonna see down the line, a few years down the line, that you've accomplished something. As long as you think that you tried hard is what matters. It's not really about the money. I mean, it kind of is, but you know what I mean. You gotta pay the bills sometimes. I mean, what I'm gonna eat. But anyway, yeah, I mean, for me, this whole singing industry has been a hobby. I mean, I put so much money out into producing music, CDs, music videos. I know that I don't get a lot of views. I know that I don't get that money back, but as long as I'm happy doing it, I'm so willing to do it. I mean, I'll spend thousands of dollars on producing music, something I love, but then I'll see, like, you know, I'll see some product at Walmart and I'm like, oh my God, that is like $12. No way, I'm not buying that. But a CD, yes, that's when you know you're passionate about it and that the music is true now in today's time, because people who are left behind are the ones that want to do music, real music. You take the good with the bad and you make the bad the good. That's all I have for today. If you guys have any questions about the music industry or anything else, then please let me know. I will try my best to respond to you. Catch you guys next time. Bye.